So we're back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ann. This is Trey. I'm not sure which way it's gonna have us. Sometimes the last time I pointed that way and you were over there. So wherever she is.
You had a break.
Yes. So based on the video title, you'll realize what we're about to go in on. It's been so frustrating. So my question to you is, I wanted her to answer the same way she did. Have you seen any long-winded legal documents?
Every single case, every single time, every single conversation. Oh my God.
Yes. And everybody wants all of us to take a look at
Can you look at my 100-page case?
Yeah, can you take a look at this and give me your opinion?
No.
Your thoughts on this? Yeah.
No.
So we're laughing and making light of the situation, but it is not funny to receive. Yeah, huge document. People, this is not storytelling, right? This is just giving the facts, the bare minimum, using your words, to convey the facts. It doesn't have to be in the form of an affidavit, but act as if you are writing a simple 1-page or 2-page affidavit. If it's under 5 pages, I'm happy, but I have lately been targeting going for 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages at the most. But I have seen 19 pages to convey one simple traffic violation. 19 pages.
I've done that.
Oh, I've done it too. Guilty as charged. I get it. But that was then. I have learned the error of my ways now, and I no longer do that. So I just want people to understand that when the courts, the clerks receive these, monstrosities, that's how they see it. It's just going straight in the trash can. It's just, it's not going to get filed. You're going to wonder where your documents are, where your paperwork is, why it's not being filed into the case. And you're going to get a whole lot of pushback because they don't want to see all that. Nobody has time to read all of that. It's just not storytelling. It's just fact telling. That's it. 19 pages for one traffic violation is excessive. You are abusing the reader's eyeballs. Trust
me. And you didn't pay enough to that courtroom yet, but you will.
Right. Right. And so now you're wondering why you're being sanctioned and you're being disrespected and you're being, asked to go get a mental evaluation. This is why. You have to say it in less words. And believe me, I have done, 15, 16, 17 page documents too. That was then. Now, if I can't say it in as few pages as 5 pages and under, then I don't really know what I'm talking about. That's kind of where it's at. You just have to realize that you have to say it in as few pages, in as few words as possible. Say all the words that are necessary and leave it right there. You don't have to go into this because a lot of people think that that'll impress the judge of their expansive knowledge. No, that's
I don't think they all think that. I think that they feel this urgency to tell every single thing that they've experienced.
Yeah, that's it.
If I miss anything, then I'm going to miss an opportunity to come back and say XYZ happened or someone lied during that process. I want to make sure I tell them everything. That's the hard part because everything happens so quickly. You have a recorder who gives you a transcript. The transcript is false. It's been altered. So you want to get that in the affidavit, right? The clerk has messed with you and wouldn't take your paperwork. You want that in the affidavit. There's all these different things that happen. So everybody wants to address every single issue. Understand that those are distractions to deter you from the foundation and the merit of your case that would help you win it. So if you're focused on all the frauds that are being perpetrated upon you from all the different actors, that is because now you cannot see with your eyes and hear with your ears the real matter at hand that would actually get you an appeal, that would actually get you an entry into Supreme Court, that would actually get you a dismissal.
Right.
Because all those little distractions, and you want to catch them all, you're missing the bottom line, which is like usually one argument, maybe two at the most.
Right. You're not going to get all of that in. You're not going to make the record. And so you're just defeating the purpose, and you just did all of that typing for nothing. So people use this, take this with a grain of salt, because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. And we're not here to tell you what to do, but it doesn't work. All that long-winded typing, it doesn't work.
Sorry. I know you guys want to tell your stories. Put it in a book, a diary for your children or something. But I'm guilty. Like I said, I did it in the beginning too. It just felt there was so much surrounding us that you don't know which one of these things is going to be so important that it overturns your case, right? Because you think, oh my God, they're lying about this and they're lying about that, and that should end the whole case. Well, I'm here to tell you that doesn't end the whole case. They can lie as much as they want. They can change paperwork as much as they like, and that will not get your case overturned. In my experience, I've not seen anyone successful in that for those reasons. Not to say it can't happen later, but typically you have to really be able to first establish facts, know what the facts are in relation to the merit, the importance of the case, the meat and the potatoes of the case. So if you can just determine or distinguish between what is a fact and what is an opinion, that's a start. And most people, and myself included, I didn't know the difference between a fact and opinion. I thought I knew, right. But I didn't. Now I know. And this is how you guys can decrease some of the verbiage in your paperwork, is by learning what's the difference between a fact and what's the difference between an opinion and what's the difference between a conclusion, because this is important for what you're writing. And I can't express that greatly enough. Facts, kids, facts. On XYZ date, this person came up to me on this street and told me this thing. That's it. That's a fact. If you say, this person came up to me on this date, on this street, and I think that they were mad, that's not a fact. That's an opinion. They broke the law in XYZ way. That's a legal conclusion, not a fact. Mm-hmm. Please.
Yeah,
please.
And learn to write brief, even if it means that you have to rewrite it a few times and go over your draft. But yeah, guys, the legal writing is not storytelling. You have to be brief, and you have to stick to the facts, and you got to make the record. Can't make the record, what's the point of going through all of this in the first place? So just that's the moral of the story. Write briefs. Legal briefs should not be any more than 5 pages. I mean that's not a hard pass. Sometimes you have to go beyond that depending on the case, but make sure you stick to the facts. Okay, that's pretty much. I've seen the worst of the worst. I've seen the best of the best, and you just need to keep it brief and stick to the facts. Make the record and validate that you have made the record. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say today on that. And it was a learning process. Trust me, I used to write these long-winded, documents too. So I get it.
Yeah, and what I usually do is I'll write my long-winded story to get my emotions out, because that's usually what's happening. You're writing these long-winded stories because you're emotionally attached, because you're angry and upset. So write that out. Get those emotions off the table. Get all that anger, and then go back and reread and nitpick it to say what part of this is fact, what part of this is opinion, and what part of this is more emotion-driven versus what actually occurred. Think event, fact, something happened. Fact. What you thought about it, felt about it, has no bearing in fact. So very important to get that in your mind. And again, because we're emotional when you're dealing with these things, write it down. Put it on paper. I do it all the time. I write books, man. Books. And then I have to go back over it and I will reduce it down to what it needs to be. And sometimes even that is like, no, forget them. I want them to know how I feel. That's somehow I get into that. I do.
Get down to the brass tacks, guys. It's just that simple. So like we literally got to wrap up because my computer's about to die. I'm at 7%. 7%. I just got the warning. So
it suddenly got dark in here.
Yeah. Did you turn the light off?
No, it was. I think the weather's changed. I was operating on natural light.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, just we're here to share. We're trying to give as much as we can in the manner that's going to be, you know, helpful to the most amount of people at the same time. So this is what we're doing. This is all we're doing here. You know, like, comment, and share our videos to get the word out. That's how we literally grow. And subscribe, guys, because you know, we're here to help. That's what we're trying to do. Feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, always. I'm trying to remember everything. Check the video description box because we always, you know, add. You know, even if we don't add it the same day that it's published on YouTube, we come back, we circle back and add, you know, links and whatnot, you know, that we may have forgotten, you know, at a later date. So always check the video description box, and we love you, and thank you for your support, and we'll see you again, you know, on the next video. Bye.